she's Zung. So today we're going to discuss about these questions. First is about the accidents that is the that we think is the most and the least common. About first about me, I think bumping into something is the more common injury because you can have it everywhere. Like you just walk into a room and you may bump your head into the door. So next to it is tripping over something because like everyone maybe in Vietnam every family may have two kids. So you may have the chance to be the brother or the older brother or the little brother. So you may kick or trip over some toys on the ground. So the least common in my opinion is swallowing something poisonous, because you can aware the poison in some food that you can't try. So you can avoid it and you can avoid the risk.
In my point of view, pumping into something is the most common because these trees are very tall, and in our house we like to have some kind of cupboard or something very tall, so it's easily to pump into something. And the least common is throwing something poisonous, because I think you will smart enough to know that something is able to eat or not.
Next is which age group is most likely to have an accident at home. So in my opinion, I think is the over 75 years old, because they are old and maybe they can't control their movements. So they may fall every time as their mind is empty, or like it's like like they are told that their mind is not smart enough to aware the risk of something that they might have. So followed by the over 57 years is the older 4 years, because they are young and they have lots of questions. According to some research, they said that from 4 years old boy can have about over than 400 questions a day. So their parents might be very mindful about that. And the least, I think, is about the 5 to 15 years old, because they just have enough knowledge to not to have some injuries at home.
My opinion is different from them. I think for 0 to 4 years old is the most common group, most likely to have an accident home, because they are too small, and also say that these children have under control parents, but as you read on some news or magazines, like the accident, small, 4 years old, they running or they do something very dangerous, suddenly jump over the apartment is easily to do. And 5 to 15 years old, I think is less common than 4 years old, because I think at that age you will have I think it's not smart enough, but you have experienced more, and you will know that what is wrong and what is correct. Maybe you'll be kind of naughty, but I think it's less than 4 years old. And 75 years old is at that time you have enough experience to live, so it's least to have an accident.
next is the questions that which group has more accidents, boys or girls? In my opinion, I think it's boys. Of course, it is, because there's there's a meme that there's the boys that stick with the song, the bones of the Imaginarians, and they always said about the moment that the boys have ridiculous and stupid jokes, or maybe stupid stupid things that they do in life. So there's a saying, boys always girls always live longer than boys.
In my opinion, I think girls has more accidents, like because it's when girls in accidents, some don't be enough compassion, or like they cannot quickly to solve the problems. And as you know, like in the kitchen, girls usually have something shortcut on their hands more than boys. And like I think girls they maybe it's more carefully, but the accident the girls make, I think, is more serious.
The last questions today is, in which room are we most likely to have an accident at home? From my perspective, I think is the living room, because there's a lot of furniture and a lot of shelves, cupboards, something, I don't know. You may bump your head, trip over something, or maybe you can slip on the wet floor. Mostly in some family that they have their child to clean the house every day. So if you're not careful, you may slip on the wet floor. So your turn.
In my opinion, I think it's the kitchen. It's the place where like most electric thing like gas or the cooker, and also the shop thing, like as you know these days a lot of like fire or something like that.
Nice.
And yeah, and it's always come from the kitchen. Like some people forgot to turn off the cooker, turn off something is cooking. So I think kitchen is the most likely to have accident room accident.
Is the end of our presentation.